I would say that a good 60% of my family still doesn't know what my job is. They don't know. They see that I post videos on social media of me being out here doing this. Some of them think that's my job. I mean, and then I'm like, well, no, I'm the editor of a magazine. My colleague, who is the editor of Concrete Contractor magazine, he was supposed to be here.
Yeah, I saw the email. Yeah.
And it would have been really interesting to juxtapose his actual knowledge about things versus me faking my way through. This is great content weather right here.
Oh man, guys,
I love this.
Can you film in this?
Probably not really.
Me all the way, right? All right. I've made a bit of a fool of myself. I've been making plenty of mistakes.
So I knew you weren't going to get it the first time.
Of course not. That would be insane. I should be looking better than this, I feel like. Y'all, I am so tired. It has been a long season, and we're not done yet. I don't know how you guys get out there and do this every single day for a whole summer and into the fall. And for some of you out there, there is no off season. This is the first episode we ran into some real delays. And it made me stop to think for a second how hard this season has been to make. Everything about this episode was the essence of improvisation. All the plans we had went out the window right before we were set to leave on our trip. I'm always making it up as I go along to a certain extent, but this time it was on a whole other level.
I see how your luck is. Fall into a bucket of titties, come out sucking your thumb.
I would just like to say to my dad out there watching, who recently called my show Outside the Lines, that is on ESPN. This is No Edge Lines. We're here with Ace Avant in North Carolina. We're gonna be doing some concrete work. Before we can do that, it's been a little rainy today, so we decided to get out here in the mud and get a little dirty. I'm about to get in a very large excavator, as you can see here. And despite the fact that I have been assured there's technology in place to keep me from fucking this up, never underestimate what I can do. Sweet beans.
All right, man. I need you to dig me a hole right here.
Sure, no problem.
I need you to dig me a hole at 859.04.
859.04.
All right?
I got that. That's meters, right?
That'd be in English.
That'd be... I was just testing you. Okay.
All right, flip your emergency
Okay.
thing back. Pick your bucket up. Pull it back on the handle. All right, now reach out there. Go all the way down.
Okay.
No deeper. Can't go no deeper. Because you're at 859 right there. All right, so let's change you up a minute.
Okay.
Now do the same thing again.
Giving me a little bit more.
They won't let you go no further than that. That's what I meant by if we don't want you to mess it up, you ain't gonna mess it up.
What should I do with this dirt?
Just dump it. Go towards the boom with your handle.
Okay. Whoa.
There you go.
Holy shit. Bruh. My bad.
Well, put it back in there and smooth it back out.
Sure. You got it, boss. Here we go.
You need to tighten up. We're going to find somebody else to put on that thing.
Well, I thought you were looking for help.
Click your button.
Yeah, it says manual.
All right, now you're going to be able to mess something up. Just don't dig too deep. There's a fiber cable right there.
No, there ain't neither. You're trying to get me all nervous. What advice would you give a poor, inexperienced soul like me?
I think that a person needs to be around the machine a little while before he gets on the machine. You got to see what it's capable of That way when you get on there, you know what it can and can't do. You may not be able to do it yet, but you know what it can do.
What would you give me a rating out of 10 for digging this hole?
-1 maybe.
Fair.
Whenever you learn to tighten up the chin strap on the hard hat, we'll go from there.
Listen, I was trying, but I got a big old head.
Me too, buddy. I'm with you.
I got a big old head, and this strap was not made for me. See how much more ridiculous this looks. Does that look more ridiculous?
I don't know if it's the swoop or...
I'm just trying to keep it out of my face.
One thing about doing this and doing it for so long, you can see people that has potential and the ones that really don't. It's a knack that a person carries on their shoulder that you can see as just being in the field as long as you have. We got a guy right over here, he's working in the pond. He started out here not long after I started here, but he didn't know nothing about this job or what we're doing. And they invested 3 weeks of company money and time because they knew that he had something. Now he runs his own crew, so.
So what the audience at home is probably thinking right now, it's on everyone's minds, is, do you see that potential in me, Brian?
Oh yeah.
Hey! I might have scored a -1.
Nah, I was just picking on you, giving you a little, grief.
No, that's perfectly acceptable. I would believe it, even if you were being 100% honest.
So the really cool thing about waiting for the weather is that sometimes it gets worse. As our first day in North Carolina with Ace Avant carried on, the rain kept coming. Thankfully for us, they still work in the rain, and they just happened to have one job that day that had just enough cover for our cameraman to stand under a roof while I tried my best to push around some concrete. And I want to really shout out our friend Bill Arpin. He was an excellent host, and he did the very best to make our time worthwhile while having an amazing sense of humor about everything.
So we're here in downtown High Point, and we're doing like a floor pour. It's gonna be my first time getting a little experience. They want me to broom the concrete. I'm just trying to keep an open mind, but ultimately, I have the same sinking feeling as they tell me it's just a small little space. They're like, this is fine. You could just get in there and, you know, get a little bit of experience. But this happens to me every time. It's gonna be the same humiliation I keep facing over and over again.
Left and right-ish.
Okay.
Okay. So these slide on your
Oh
feet.
wait, so I keep these shoes on?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Now I put the fish boot.
Fit the fish boot on.
Put the
Yep.
fish boot over top of the.
It's a bit of a process.
Okay.
Getting it off is even harder.
All right.
So if you want to be official, you can take these things and snap it so concrete doesn't get down there
Okay.
into your shoes.
Love that. Love that for me. I know it's hard to tell. Like, am I doing it? No, I'm just.
Special effects or? Yeah, those things are a pain.
Damn it. There's no way to look cool doing this.
Yeah. No.
So, you know, no matter how hard I might try, there's no looking cool.
Yeah.
God. Sit my ass on this. The problem is when you're as fat as me, bending over in general, putting on my socks is a problem.
See what these guys are doing?
I do, I see that.
All right, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, when he's got high level over there. Hey, he's that rake? Go in there. Go in there at Juan.
Where should I stand?
See that? See where that's high? Juan's raking it down. So you see that lip right there? Go ahead and just rake it so it's level with this.
Should I just walk out there?
Yeah, walk right out.
And start pushing it in the ditch?
Pull it out. Pull out like Juan is doing.
Okay. All right. I'm a little
doing?
stressed. I'm Brandon.
Juan, teach him how to
Juan,
rake
nice to meet
concrete.
you. Juan, what am I doing?
This your high. This the record. Right there's the level. You can recognize that one.
Okay.
And Brandon, all you're doing is you're watching the edge right here and trying to get that concrete to match this edge.
How do you see that? How do you know, like?
You got to use your eyes.
You got to use your eyes. Thanks.
Well, you asked me how to see it.
I appreciate him telling me you got to use your eyes.
See how he's pushing this high pile back? You can pull a little bit away from him, because look, you're gonna try to make that concrete level with this.
You're making it sound like it's like a really easy thing.
I mean, that's the concept.
So this looks high to me.
Yep. You're doing.
Oh my God.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
I'm so sorry. Dude, I did not mean to do that. What about this big ditch behind us?
You're gonna fill that up. Yep.
Okay, yes.
See that guy with the vibrator? Right over there?
I don't see a guy with a vibrator.
Yes, you do. Right
Okay.
there. Yep.
I wouldn't, unless you pointed it out, I wouldn't have caught that.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a weird thing to have on a construction site, but
No, it's.
you know, the tools of the trade are the tools of the trade.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna watch these guys.
Okay, I'm watching.
And as they're screeding backwards, if it gets too high, you're gonna pull some down.
Okay.
If it gets a little bit low, you're gonna push some up. See where their footprints are and stuff?
Okay.
You can puddle them out. I know I'm giving you the
The fast version, that's
fast
okay.
version, yep. All right, man, get some.
Okay, I'm getting some. I'm getting it. I'm amazing. Yes, where do you want me to go? I'll move. Get out from there. This is my worst nightmare. Not knowing what the hell I'm doing. Just f***ing shit up, being in people's way. It's amazing. Amazing feeling.
So see how that's, yeah, there you go. Pull that back, yep.
I'm very concerned I'm gonna step off into oblivion.
You could.
I think the only cement I've ever really dealt with has been like Quickcrete.
Yeah.
You know, just shove stuff you get at the hardware store and you put it in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
What is it you said you don't do concrete?
It does you.
It does you, and I think you're f***ing dead on with that. That was not what I was expecting. I think that I underestimated it, and I'm glad we got to do like something smaller today before the bigger job tomorrow. So like you said, kind of get somewhat a feel for like how the material moves. How long could this job take these guys to have to be here?
Honestly, with this rain and stuff, I mean, they literally could be here till 8 o'clock tonight, just waiting for this thing and babysitting it.
So it continued to rain on and off all day long, pretty much nixing any plans we had to be outside consistently. So Bill and Dan from Ace Avant thought the best thing to do would be to take me on a tour of their home base. You're the owner of Ace Avant, you founder?
I am employee number one.
Employee number one, that's what we'll go with.
This building here is something that it's a work of love, really.
Okay. What makes it a work of love?
We were able to showcase everything that we do. We do tilt wall construction, which both of these buildings are tilt wall.
And you tilt these walls up from the ground.
This is all tilt wall construction. When we came here, we totally picked geographically this area because of the ability to reach different markets.
You guys are probably always developing new things. Like what's in the future for like the next innovation? You guys working or cooking something up that is like...
Yeah, I hope so. I told the guys I'm done doing stupid stuff.
I hope.
I said, now it's your opportunity. I said, my whole success has been audacious tenacity.
That's cool.
Just doing stuff that you have no business really doing.
I relate to that. Doing stuff you have no business doing.
And then just grinding it out. Grinding it out.
We saw outside here, you guys have the very first laser screed ever.
Yeah.
That's what's out here under the pavilion.
So this machine here, again, this was the prototype. This was the first one. The whole concept, believe it or not, is relatively very close to what the original one, this one was. So this is the screed itself.
It doesn't look all that different from an asphalt screed. Just sitting here looking at it, it's just kind of exposed.
But what this does is this is set up on the stabilizers. You reach over your concrete. And you strike it off by drawing the head back to you, back to yourself.
Is it pushing or is it pulling?
It's pulling.
pulling. Okay.
And there's an auger here that strikes it off.
They have vibration built into those nowadays, and I'm sure that these features are pretty standard on modern concrete screeds nowadays.
Yeah. But now it was the new screeds have a blade on the front for pulling down the excess concrete, where this did not, and you'd have to rake like a dog in front of it to make it work.
Rake like a dog?
Rake like a dog.
This goes back to what you talked about, audacious tenacity, is that this is pretty audacious. Crazy inventor had this idea. This is an impressive thing. It's an impressive story. My Lord.
So now here's a laser screed over here.
But you know what? Looking at it, just standing here, it has the same form factor. You can still see the design of it is still there, the original
But
design.
this one wouldn't make you swear. That one would make you swear. Maybe
A lot?
Not good.
Oh my God. Okay.
Let me go get the other one. It's a little bit easier, then you can handle it, and then you can get on this one.
Okay, let's do a two-phase move here. It kind of feels like if you put a porta potty on top of a drone.
This one's a lot easier to control.
Are you gonna race me?
If you want. It's basically like a skid steer.
Okay, I can do that.
Same thing. Back, forward, and then like this.
All right. The old 1, 2, 3.
Let me get out of the way.
Oh yeah. It's all over for you bitches now. Or not.
Where you going?
How the hell do you control this thing and you're making the concrete look better?
Yeah, this is what finishes it. All right, we'll jump on that one.
Whoa! Go in a straight line. Can't go in a straight line to save my life. Whoa!
Thing's pissing hydraulic.
I didn't do that. Whatever this fluid is on the ground, I am not responsible.
I see how your luck is. Fall into a bucket of titties, come out sucking your thumb. Hey, Matt! Get the f out of here.
I'm standing here like an asshole, a literal stick in the mud.
Well, I made a little money singing in a rock and roll band about a beat down blue but true traveling van.
I literally stepped onto a concrete job for the first time yesterday.
Oh, nice.
When I think of a screed, I think of the back end of an asphalt paver. You know what I mean? The thing the guys are standing on.
It is similar, but it's not on the back end, it's on the front end.
Right. What makes this tick? Like, how does this work and how does this save you guys time?
First of all, let's start with the actual screed. It's got a 20-foot boom, and I reach over the concrete, and the front part is the plow.
This big blade right here.
Yep, that cuts it close to grade. I take the total station. I can shoot any point within this pour to give me a grade. We set that up with all the slopes and contours in it. You switch that to the screed and set it, and it follows it. See, this will give me the whole pour.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, the dark blue would be the drain.
Whether you're paving concrete or asphalt, there really is one big enemy, and that's water. Erosions, intrusions, the thaw and freeze cycle. So all this talk of slope and grade is about directing that water either to drains
or to proper runoff areas. This will ensure a longer lasting pavement over time. So the 3D screed system, you just roll it out across this thing and it knows wherever it is on this map. This thing is matching everything to grade for you. You just move the screed where it needs to go. Well, I suppose I gotta get my hands dirty.
Good luck.
Run, 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 Leo, run. Got a couple miles till we see the sun. Run, run, run.
How long have you been doing this?
3.5 years now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
So you started when you were 19 or?
Yeah, 18, 19.
It's a lot easier to see where the high points are here than yesterday when we were in that small little
Yeah,
space.
because this is a 3D. I have to pour it a bit higher because whenever he's screeding, like I don't want to go back and forth and be pouring yeah, I just need to have it at the right height.
Constantly afraid I'm gonna do this and they're gonna be like, no, you're putting this in the wrong place. Just walking through this stuff is like making me a little winded. I wish that wasn't the case, but I'm deeply out of shape.
Yeah, so the way the screed works,
Yeah.
it has an auger, and the auger moves all the concrete going this way. So if you really want to see how he's working it here,
Yeah.
he's gonna leave it a bit low, because whenever you come back this way,
It's pushing material
yeah, it's pushing material this way.
always in this direction.
Yeah, if you can look at it right there, it's just bringing all the concrete this way.
Right.
Working it this way.
Down lower and get that tip right in there. The more you grab, the more you can pull back. There you go. So you got to be pushing up. If you need to push it up, just push it up. You're getting it.
No, I'm not, but that's okay.
No. You will. You're doing good.
No, that's not true. But
Everybody that comes on these jobs
is as lost as
100%.
I look like a person on their first day.
Yeah.
Good.
No, I mean.
No, good.
Just getting here. I'm gonna run in.
I got my float right there. I don't know if you want to use it.
What's the float? That little.
Yeah,
The
float.
trowel?
Yeah, float, trowel. You want to use kind of like the end of the float. Like you want to use, you want to use all of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like losing so much concrete. It's like a lot of over here, man. I can feel how much it's not very level. Feels really heavy. Juan, it feels real heavy over here, like there's a lot. I made the classic greenhorn mistake here, which is thinking that the smaller tool might be a little bit of an easier job. In fact, this bending over and being right down on top of it, my nearly 40-year-old back was like, hell no, don't do that. Then I remembered that Bill here is 10 years older than me. You know how you told me you need to have a big bite? I realized something. When I get a big bite, I can't pick it up. I go for a big bite and I'm like, why can't I move this? Because I don't have the muscle strength. What did Amos say?
So Amos agreed to teach me how to use the laser screed. You'll never believe how fast I picked up how to run this thing.
Okay, so you're gonna rake more with one pass with this than you did all day this morning.
Oh shit. Okay.
So,
Okay.
okay, red button,
Okay.
boom,
Okay.
correct,
Okay.
okay?
Okay. Okay.
The activation button,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
These three levers here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay,
All right.
okay, slope angle gauge.
Okay.
Okay, that's good,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
The rocker switch.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. I hope I don't this up. Okay.
okay, okay, okay. We'll have you do one more.
All right. So-
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Yellow button, okay.
What's that mean? Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Congratulations, one pass, you raked more than you did all morning.
All day. Now I'll do the second pass and it'll be probably more than I'll do in my entire life.
Okay.
Tank was full.
on like a stage play?
Yeah, actually once.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I was like a stand-in like guy off to the side, but yeah.
Was it for like a church production?
It was a high school.
High school production.
Thing, yeah.
I did high school musical theater. I was in a production of Oklahoma. Well, in terms of stage productions, what we're doing right now is called a cheat, because you're never supposed to turn your back to the audience.
Okay.
But sometimes you can cheat, which is you're kind of facing each other, you're standing at an angle, but you're doing it flawlessly.
Oh.
You're a natural.
Well, look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
I should.
You should get back into it.
I gotta pick that career back
yeah,
up.
you know, there's probably great musical theater productions here in North Carolina somewhere. You have given me a crash course in concrete. Is there an aspect of the job that maybe I could return to in a future time?
Oh yeah, there's a lot. I mean, obviously the finishing side, but really when you start getting into the specialty stuff, the concrete polishing, the epoxy, there's so much more that happens to concrete beyond just this.
Just pouring it.
Yeah.
Even a year ago, I didn't think I would ever mess with this. But the longer I've been doing asphalt and doing this show, it was kind of creeping in the back of my mind that it's like concrete and asphalt, they're just two sides of the same construction coin.
Yep.
But I have to say, after spending the last 2 days with you, I think concrete is physically more taxing and more demanding at the bottom rung level. You know, when you're running the big machines and stuff, it might be a wash. But the grunt level job, the shoveling, concrete is way heavier than asphalt. Okay. Just a shovel full of concrete and a shovel full of asphalt, there's no comparison which is heavier.
Yeah, this might be harder to move the material around, but just standing in, 700 degrees is...
You know, everyone is busting their ass.
Yeah.
Whether it's asphalt or concrete.
Yep.
Well, maybe in the future, we'll have to come back and get into some of that specialty work.
The door's always open, man.
As we finished up the main pour, the day was beginning to wind down. But there was just one little thing I still needed to redeem myself on. After my less than stellar performance in the shop, it was time for me to get back on the finisher and see what I could do.
I wish we could set up a little race right here. I challenge you. What are you talking about? I was trained by the best yesterday. He was showing me all the tricks, like how to spin in a circle, how to break a hydraulic line. Now I got up here and I totally got nervous and I forgot a little bit what I was doing.
So this is side to side and back and forth on this. You're controlling this side. So see how you're angling? You need to control this one and keep yourself straight.
Okay.
Essentially all you're doing is just reaming the top of the concrete. Filling in holes, footprints, whatever.
I am really trying to go straight.
Oh, you're good. You good, now come back. And don't go back anymore.
Okay, I won't. What would you turn around and tell Ace Avant my rating was?
I would honestly give you about a 2.5, if I'm being honest. You would be on the machine about as long as you were before you got kicked off.
Well, that's perfectly appropriate then. Thanks for giving me a shot, boss.
Anytime.